3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Jacobs. That's good for a Las Vegas.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
That catch good for only a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now he'll let it go deep left. So that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
A ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you.
Throw it opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
A gain of 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll let this go deep for Rupp. Oh, wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that with an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And the Colts first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 15-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they give it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. Then get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jones. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Carr's pass complete to number 45.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's got some space here.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
16 yards.
You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rivers fires this into the flat, complete.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Room for Jacobs there on 1st down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
on second down. It's Jacobs, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Going for it all. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they give the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And a Colts first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake, Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
To Paris Campbell.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down, Colts.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down. Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now Jones. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
28. Colts 21.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here comes Nelson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Witkowski there on the tackle.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. 3rd down here.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
From the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Rivers on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock-Ya-Sin. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Indianapolis.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say. Touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. One interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give to Taylor. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Jonathan Taylor.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
There on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Off the play fake here, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fights off the defender. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead.
40. Raiders.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Pushing tacklers aside. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go with Jacobs. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Colts on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
43.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For the extra point.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Hard pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Reception here by Ruggs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by KYoself6xs's. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First down, Indianapolis.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Today's final
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.